In this video, I will show you how to control your brick creations powered by MouldKing modules with a Bluetooth gamepad connecting through your phone. So you will need those three: your Lego creation, any Bluetooth gamepad. I'm happening to be using a PlayStation 4 one, but in the past I've used different ones and they worked just as fine. And your smart device. It can be either an Android phone, an iOS phone, iPad, Android tablet, basically any device that operates one of those two systems. And those don't need to be new devices. I've been using my phone that's been produced a couple of years ago without any issues, so those devices don't need to be new at all. So to start with, let me just record my screen because this will be a very important part of this video. So let's start with getting the app controller, the BrickController to app. This is not the original BrickController app that you can get into your App Store or your Play Store. It is a custom build from GitHub that has been developed by Joker123, I believe. The link to the GitHub website where you can download it will be in the description on this video. So once you've downloaded and installed the app, let's open it and start connecting our creation to gamepad. So firstly, let's add our creation. The robot will be called Vegas. So let's spell that right. Yes, Vegas, create. And now let's go back to the devices part and let's check out which ports we will be needing. So this, I'm controlling it via the MouldKing 4.0 module. And this has already been switched on as shown by the blue light here. So let's check which ports are corresponding. As you can see, here's 12 ports, while the module has only 4. That means that we can connect up to 3 of those power boxes within one creation and control 12 functions effectively. So let's try them all in turn. Number 1. This will be my left wheel. Then let's try if number 2 does anything. Yep. Number 2 is the weapon. Then number 3 is the right wheel. And number 4, let's see what number 4 will do and if anything. Yeah, number 4 is the self-writer. Let's see if there's any overlap with the further ports. Number 5, nothing. Number 6, nothing. 7, nothing. 8, nothing. 9, nothing as well. 10, nothing. 11, nothing. And finally 12, nothing as well. So there is no overlap and we're just concerned with the ports numbered 1 to 4. So then let's go back to our creation and let's go into the default profile. And now we will be adding the controller events for it. So I will need to make sure that my controller is connected. So I'll just put it in a pairing mode via Bluetooth until it flashes blue, I believe. Or I'll just connect it here. And wireless controller, there we go, connected. So that's all done. So now I click on the plus icon to add the controller event. I want my left joystick to be responsible for driving the left wheel. This, I believe, is still port number 1, so let's add that. Yes, confirm, then connect default profile, and let's see. If I move the left joystick, the left wheel hopefully will move. Yes, it does. The wheel moves backwards and forwards. This is all I want from it. So I'm happy with that. Then I'll add next controller event. That will be the right joystick. And that was port number 3, I believe. So let's add that. We might need to invert it later on, depending on how the rotation is transferred via gears. I don't remember that in detail at the moment, but we'll check it now. So again, play. And now we're concerned with the right wheel. Forwards. Oh, yep. We'll need to invert it because as I press forwards on the joystick, the wheel rotates backwards. So we don't want that. We want the controls to be logical. So we will need to go into this port again, and now we need to find the invert function. So yes, invert is here. I confirmed I want it inverted. I save my changes. I connect again, and let's see. Now going back. No, something has not worked here. Let's try that again. So what did I invert then? Oh yes, I've inverted the other port. So I need to undo that. I want my port 1 to be not inverted, and I want my port 3 to be inverted indeed. So let's see if that has given me the result I want. So let's play on the model again, and now let's try it. Right backwards, right forwards, left backwards, left forwards, rotation. This all seems to be working pretty well so far. So let's connect the weapon. So press add a button or move a joy on the game controller. So I will want the weapon to be controlled by my left trigger. So that's L2 on the gamepad. So I'm gonna press that. Weapon was number 2. So I confirm that. And then saving that change. Then I'm adding, I want my self-writer to be controlled by those 2 arrows, so I'm pressing first one of them because this works as an axis in BrickController, so you don't need to add both those buttons separately. They are connected, and so are the left and right here. And my weapon, my self-writer was at number 4, so let's save that. And I believe we might need to invert it as we did with the steering, but we'll see if there's a need for that. So let's press play and see how it works. So arrow upwards extends the self-writer, arrow down just retracts it, and the trigger engages the very loud weapon. I want it to only work in one direction because it is just one-sided tooth, but I can see that I need to invert my weapon because it's rotating outwards, so it would be pushing out the bot, making the weapon less effective instead of engaging the tooth here on the intended contact side. So I'm going into the trigger, I'm going to invert it, save the change, and test it again. Yes, this all works very nice. Drive as well. So that's how you control your MouldKing powered brick creations via your phone. Again, link is in the description, and turning back to the robot that you can see here, Vegas, this is actually available as a kit for purchase from a brick manufacturer called Less DIY, and the link to that will also be in the description. So if you're interested in having your own battlebot to fight with each other, with friends, or just against inanimate objects such as brick built walls, then please consider buying it. This will support me and my further work. Thank you very much.